Couldn't believe I carried that extra weight around with me. I know why now my knees are sore just running around my little guy. I was waking up early just to get my steps in. I wasn't getting anywhere near enough cardio in, but I've done all this without cardio.
The result has to be worth the sacrifice. Would you say it is?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, this is Craig James, 39-year-old father of three who is a remote FIFO worker from New South Wales. Craig's dropped 17.5 kilos in just under 6 months. So mate, tell us, why did you want to lose fat in the first place?
I guess the pusher to invest in you guys was running around my son was getting increasingly harder. My knee joints were feeling it. I just found it difficult to run it around with him. So I wanted to bite the bullet and invested in myself. Yeah.
Get in some proper shape like you're in today, mate.
Proper shape, and hopefully maintain it.
Yeah.
You know, I've done all those fad things, and like, I want to maintain. So
yeah. So what are some of those fad things that you had tried previously to doing a rebuild with us?
I've tried all different types of diets, the 8, 10, 12-week challenges, which I could get results, but nothing sustainable. Like, things that just weight just pile back on.
Did you ever get in this shape though?
Never. I haven't been like 84.4 on the scales yesterday.
Yeah, wow.
I haven't been that low since I reckon I was early 20s.
Yeah, so 84.4 was yesterday's weigh-in?
Yes, yep.
What was the heaviest you were before starting with us?
Before 110.
110?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So I managed a few kilograms.
On your own?
On my own.
Yeah.
But that kind of stalemated, and I needed something with sustainability and accountability.
Yeah.
Too, like, because I was winging a lot of things, and it just wasn't working.
Just wasn't working.
Wasn't working.
All right, well, we're going to hit an MPT back and trap and some shoulders today, style workout with Craig here. Let's get after it.
Let's do it.
Awesome. So try to get these shoulders down even lower. So these, nice, dude, yeah. You can't exaggerate it enough, so really fucking pull them down. Hold, back up, good. Good. Chest up, there we go, one more. Nice. All right, so we've just got done with our 2 working sets on underhand pull downs. Awesome job, man, great form. We're gonna move over to wide grip chin ups now. But while we're resting and catching our breath, I wanted to ask you, mate, so you've lost 17.5 kilos in total in around 24 weeks, just under.
Yeah.
You said you started in October.
Yeah.
And we're filming this early April.
Yep.
What was it in the first 12 weeks? Because we have an offer for any new client that comes in that you'll lose 10 kilos in your first 12 weeks or you won't pay. What did you lose in the first 12 and what have you lost in the second 12?
I believe I lost about 10 in the first 12.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going about a kilo a week, pretty good. And coming into it, when I was on the phone call, I only entered to lose 10 kilos. You know, I didn't know I could go 17.
Yeah.
Because like I mentioned before, I didn't think I had that much to lose.
Yeah.
But obviously 17.5 kilos down, looking the better for it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so we got 10-ish off
10-ish in the first 12 weeks.
Yeah. And then what made you want to stick on for the second to get, full-blown abs that you've got today and potentially do, I think you said a photo shoot. You never really wanted to film, but here we are.
So what made me want to continue was seeing results.
Yeah.
So I saw the results, saw what I got in the first 12 weeks, imagine another 12 weeks, and I've actually got another 12 weeks after this. Hopefully increase those calories.
Yes.
Sustain what I've built for indefinitely. Yeah, so I definitely want to maintain what I've earned out of this.
Yes, correct, yeah. And the good thing is your calories up until this last week, where we cut them back to kind of shrink wrap for the shoot, were pretty high, man. They were at like 2005, 2006.
2526, yeah.
Which is, for you to lose 17 kilos of fat, in your late 30s, as am I, that's pretty impressive to do that. And that is our process. We start your calories quite low to get off to a really fast rate of loss, and then we rebuild them as we go. That's part of what the rebuild is. And it was funny because we were talking before when you were getting some sun before the shoot, and you said that you didn't realise that you had 17.5 kilos of fat to lose.
I didn't at all. Not until I compared my very first photo yesterday to my most recent.
Yeah.
I didn't realise I wouldn't say I looked bad, but I definitely didn't realise I had that much to lose.
Yeah. It's interesting because all the taller guys typically don't think they've got that much to lose until they get a body scan. And the body scan says, hey, you've got 20, 25, 30, 40 kilos of fat on you. And you're like, I didn't realise that. And then when you get it off and you see what's underneath, you're like, holy shit, how did I ever get around so heavy?
And I felt that I had a 20 kilo weight vest at home. And essentially, I've lost that in probably about 8-9 months. And lifting that 20 kilo, I couldn't believe I carried that extra weight around with me.
Yeah.
And I can only know why now my knees are sore just running around my little guy.
There you go. It's extra weight.
Extra weight.
Yeah. Amazing. All right, so just got done with your 2 sets of chin-ups. Awesome form, man, really crisp. We're going to move over to a T-bar row now. 2 heavy sets on that. But while we're in between sets, man, I picked up what you said before, that the reason that you did this is because your knees were hurting and your body was aching, carrying that extra body fat. And you were by no means like super fat when you started.
I didn't think so, no.
And it's interesting, we'll talk a bit more about filling your potential and all that kind of stuff and the standard for men these days and dad bod culture and all that shit. We'll talk about that on the podcast. But you mentioned that you did it for your son. So how old's your son?
He's 11.
He's 11, yeah. So there would have been an element, I think, subconscious or conscious, that you want to be able to keep up with him.
Yeah, 100%. That's 100% right.
Yeah.
Because he's got so much energy.
So much energy, yeah. But you also probably want to be a role model.
100%.
As well. And it's my opinion, if you've got potential to do something and you don't do it, unfulfilled potential is usually the biggest regret in the graveyard or when you're too old to actually do something about it. Was that part of your reasoning as well?
100%. I've always been, I see myself as being a fit dad, but as time's gone on, I didn't feel like I let myself go, but seeing those pictures at the start of this and now, it's evident that, things got away from me.
Yeah.
As he's getting older, he's getting more and more energy, and I want to keep up with him.
Did the family notice? Like, have your kids said anything?
Oh, everyone's noticed.
Yeah.
I'm getting, have you lost weight? You don't want to lose more. I'm like,
yeah, I love that, man. Yeah. You look too skinny.
Yeah, that's it.
Has your mum said that to you yet?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay, good. Thanks, mum. Good.
Yeah.
But most mums go, you're too skinny. What would your co-workers, friends and family say about you now versus the old you? Like, have they noticed more energy, more positivity?
More positivity.
Obviously how you're looking.
Especially at home. Like, before I entered this too, I was mentally, I probably wasn't the best.
Bit checked out.
Yeah, a bit checked out. And yeah, just the last few weeks, even the wife said, you're more positive, you're happier. And then I'm just a better human around home.
Yeah.
Which is what I want to be.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So is that result, as well as how you look today, like, is that worth the sacrifice and the effort to get there?
100%.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I'm in an arm whether to start this before Christmas, because I'm like, I want to enjoy the festivities.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I bit the bullet at the end of October.
Yes.
I still enjoyed Christmas, but obviously things were scaled back, and 4 months later, I'm cheering that I did that.
It's amazing how people kind of put different social events in their way of their...
in the way of their, that's crazy.
And my argument is, like, well, obviously we're both 39 this year. It's like, how many Christmases do you have to eat and drink like a pig before enough is enough? And you can just forego one to get into shape, like...
Yep, and I've foregone it and I didn't miss it.
No regrets.
No regrets. I'm better for it. I can run around now with my son without my knees hurting. So it's a bonus.
You've done this in 6 months, which is quite quick. Obviously you're hanging around for another 3 months so we can get your calories back up over 3,000, which is awesome.
Yep.
And people are kind of waiting for this perfect 6, 9, 12-month window.
Yeah.
And like you said, this doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. Look, you've worked with busy dads, and I'm busy. I work away from home, so I feel like I'm always moving, always on the go. And when I want to get home, I want to be present for my kids and my wife, and I felt like I wasn't there. So I want to try to give them the best part of me when I'm back home, and then next thing you know, I'm back working again. So if you want to do it now. Don't wait. There's no good time.
Love it. And I mean, people wait till Jan, but then Easter's only 4 months, 3 months after that. Yeah. So there's never a period where you can kind of get that ideal time.
There's never a good time. You just got to bite the bullet and do it.
Yeah, the best time was yesterday.
That's it. Yeah.
Get started. Awesome. All right, first set, T-bar row, amazing, man, great form. We'll do another one in a minute. In between that, so tell me what you do for work. So you are FIFO, but you're not. It's kind of like
It's kind of drive in, drive out. So I drive away, stay away for a period of time, then go back home.
Do you work in the mines?
Yeah, work in the mines.
Okay.
So I'm away for days at a time. Yeah.
Okay, so what does your schedule look like?
Full panel roster. So I'll work Monday, Tuesday night, for example.
Yep.
Wednesday, Thursday off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday day. Rotates like that.
Wow, and then it's 2 on, 1 off, weeks? Or is it?
No, it's constant.
Oh, wow.
No 2 off, 1 off. Yeah, that's constant flow.
Oh, okay. And you were saying before that you bought an investment property close to the...
Yeah, I ran up where I work, so it's just 10 minutes from site, which saves me a lot of time in commuting, which allows me to go to the gym.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're obviously somebody with inbuilt excuses as to why you can't look like this. Yeah. You're a father of 3, and your kids are coming into adulthood now, aren't they? So what do you got? You got an 11-year-old boy?
11-year-old boy, 15-year-old girl, and 18-year-old girl.
Yeah, and 15 and 18 are going on 23, you were saying earlier.
Pretty much. Stressful in its own right. So.
Okay, yeah. And does the missus work?
Yeah, she's a full-time manager at the hospital.
There you go. So like, crazy household, kids that require a lot of work, I'm sure,
100%.
and a very busy life.
All the excuse. And also while doing this, our house was getting renovated. So
wow.
3 months of this, out of the 6 months, I was living in a construction site.
Wow, okay. So you hear that, guys?
I had plenty of excuses not to do this, but I 100% committed.
Amazing.
Here I am.
Okay, yeah. So talk me through that process. Like, I can talk all day about, you know, looking at your before photos, seeing your scan, wanting to have abs, being a better role model, but what was it for you that made you just say, enough is enough, I'm going all in? And then during the process, when it got hard and all the excuses, you know, I'm sure there was a,
There's voices, there's always voices in the back of my head saying, quit, it's too hard. But I wanted to be present for my family. Like, I also tried to, after 15 years, I joined up to do soccer. Couldn't do it, 100 kilos, trying to run around a sport field. Nah, couldn't do it. I've lost 20 kilos since then.
Yeah.
I could probably do it now, but you know, my schedule's full on as it is.
Yeah.
So no, I'm glad I invested in myself with this. Just the structure and set out really appealed to me. I was flogging myself trying to add cardio to my weekly routine.
Yeah.
And I think that was not adding to just how exhausted I was becoming.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was waking up early just to get my steps in because I sit in a truck all day. So yeah. I wasn't getting anywhere near enough cardio in, but I've done all this without cardio.
Correct. And you just don't need to. Like, if the calories are actually structured to the individual, everybody online likes to claim that they're custom and they go and use their
weekly check-ins.
AI chatbot.
No, weekly check-ins, done my diet on the weekly. We'll add this, we'll take that away. These are the results.
Yeah, yeah. And the key is that we knew your schedule coming in.
Yep.
We weren't like, here's some template that worked for somebody else.
No.
We were like, what time do you wake up?
Yeah.
What shifts are you, where do you have eating windows? When can you eat? When can you snack? When can we fit in your 5 workouts a week?
Yep.
And the reality is we could have done 4, but you wanted to do 5, so we did 5.
Yep.
And we made it work with your schedule. How was that process of going from kind of doing what you wanted to having to follow a strict plan? Was it easy? Was it difficult?
It was difficult to start with.
Yeah.
I worried that I wouldn't be able to do it with my roster. Like I said, I'd work 12.5-hour days. So I'm like thinking, oh, I've got to get up at 3:30 to work out. I'm not going to do that. But I was getting up at that time anyway, just to do an hour's cardio.
Yeah, wow.
So what I would do, I wouldn't work out on days that I worked. I'd leave all my workouts for the days that I had off.
Yep.
Having your program and structure, I was able to add. I'd work out on days I work now after. So finish at 7 p.m. I'm in the gym by 1/4 an hour.
You just get it done.
Get it done. No excuses. So feel home by 8:30. You know, like there was really no excuses.
Which is a testament to you, man. You know, we have lots of guys come in that fall victim to their own excuses, and obviously we have lots of guys that make it here as well, like you have. So congratulations, man. Hopefully, hopefully what you've said inspires someone that has a crazy roster of shifts.
I hope so.
Because we do get a lot of FIFO guys that are very concerned with their schedule.
I looked at some of your other clients, and I'm like, oh, what am I whinging about? Some of these blokes have 3 businesses and the family of fucking 5, and I'm like, I don't know excuses.
Yeah.
Like, I'm making up excuses that I'm tired, don't want to wake up early.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is too, when you are disciplined and follow something like this, you actually gain back energy. Would you agree?
I have.
Like, that's the thing people don't realise. Like, oh, I'll wait until I feel like I've got more energy before I do a...
It's funny you say that, because I was coming home and the family would know I was tired after my swing, and they'd kind of leave me alone. Now I get home, I'm like, I can't sit still.
Yeah.
I'm the one that wants to get them out and about. Let's go do something. Can't sit still.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's actually, doing a rebuild like this, it's actually a value add to you and your family. It's not a subtraction. People are like, oh, it's going to cost me, it's going to take away from time with my family. It's like, mate.
Who cares about the money?
It actually, well, there's that too. There's the investment side, which we'll talk about later. But awesome, man. All right, let's do our second set.
Many reps later.
All right, so just got done with 2 sets of T-bar row. Great job, awesome form. We're gonna move over here to a mid-back row on an incline bench with dumbbells. But before we do, mate, I just wanted to ask you point blank, were you skeptical of us and that we could get you the kind of results that you'd seen us get other people?
I remember when I reached out and I got forwarded onto a phone call with one of your guys, and he said, we can get you down to 10% body fat. And I'm like, I think I scoffed down the phone.
We actually don't record our calls. We should, because it'd be awesome to go back and find it and like play it. How cool would that be?
And then he said, also, we don't do any cardio. And, I'm like, and then I think I actually let out a laugh then. So you can get me down to 10%, no cardio.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how we go.
And that was it.
Okay. Yeah. I think the no cardio really appealed to me because, like I said to you before, I was smashing myself with cardio, trying to lose weight with my own kind of routine I had going, and it wasn't working for me.
Yeah, and you were exhausted because
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And I was definitely showing at home and work.
So for you, were you just scrolling one night and just saw me out of the blue, clicked, we had a chat and you were in, or did you see me for a while and thought, this...
No, my algorithm's smashed with gym stuff, and you popped up and I watched some testimonials of videos of old clients, and they had some amazing transformations, like 20, 30, 40 kilos. I'm like, well, I don't even have that much to lose. So, all right, let's see. And then I did have that much to lose. So.
Oh, you didn't. You've lost 17 and a half.
17 and a half. Yeah.
Which is close to 20, like it is. You know. Okay. So you saw like, fuck, if he can do that with these guys, imagine what he can do with me.
Well, that's it. Because these boys on paper, they were busier than me.
Yeah.
Like really, I feel like I don't stop because I work away from home. I'm constantly traveling. Some of the other boys were doing that, plus running multiple businesses.
Yeah.
Family, more kids than me. Like I was making excuses, really. So bit the bullet.
Amazing. Awesome. And the results you've gotten, did you expect to look this good today? Everyone always gets in here in the lighting and they're like, fuck, what have you given me, man?
No, well, I think I said that, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
I didn't expect this at all. Yeah. No. I said, I come in with you, started at 102, and the goal was, I want to lose 10 kilos. And that's what you said, we'll lose you 10 kilos in the first 12 weeks. I did that, saw the results and kept going. I wanted to keep going.
Well, to me, it's addictive. And a lot of guys like you that are obviously driven and want to fulfill their potential as a father and as a man, which I think more men need to do that. Side note, we'll go on about that later. You got the 10 and you were like, fuck, there's more in me. Let's see what's next. No one rarely starts out going, I'm going to get to 10% and film with this bloke. Most guys like, all right, let me see how I go with the first 12 weeks and 10 kilos.
I think that's how I approach it too. Let's see how we go in the first 12 weeks. But got those results, wanted to keep going. I felt like I had at least 5 in me, done 2.5, like 7.5. So total 7.5 with you, and I won't look back.
Here we are today, full 6-pack, definition like you've never seen in your life.
No.
And as I always say on these, Sam will like this, the oldest you've been, you're in the best shape of your life.
Exactly.
What 100%. A fucking flex. And you're 100% natural. That's the other thing. I posted a picture, before and after picture of you on my stories yesterday and tagged you. And you had an old mate reach out and say, what are you taking?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll take it as a compliment.
Absolutely. It's just such an ass-backwards society that we live in, where if you actually look how an aging bloke should, in my opinion, I think all men should look like this. That's my worldview. But if you actually do it, everyone around you goes, what are you injecting? What are you taking? You've got to be on a bit of test, or you've got to be on TRT, or these peptides are all popping up now, very popular in the industry.
That's it. Everyone's looking for quick fixes, eh?
Yeah.
But no, it's a long-term game, and you've got to be in it. And it's like some of the potties you've sent me, or Brian Tracy's, like, 6 self-esteem. Recently started that again, and like, it's all...
Oh, zero excuses.
Zero excuses, that's
the one. The art of self-discipline, I think it's called.
That's the one. Yeah, so I've recently started that again, and it's true. I do have to give myself a pat on the back.
Absolutely, man.
I didn't think I'd be able to do it.
Yeah. It's your work. We're only the catalyst. I know the plan because I've been in the industry forever. For me, the biggest challenge is to get blokes to get out of their own way, to actually do what they need to do to get where they say they want to go. That's my biggest fucking... I go to bed thinking about it, you know?
For those who've known me for a while, I got a mate who got me into the gym. I was a home gym body. I invested in a home gym, and I never stepped foot in a gym. I was self-conscious. I didn't want to do it. You know? He took me out of my comfort zone, got me into a gym. Haven't looked back. Been a good journey.
Amazing, man. Great. Tiff. All right, so 24 weeks, man. Did you falter on the meal plan or miss a workout once, or were you pretty much 100%?
I was pretty much 100%. There was a period there I got sick. I think I missed 2 training sessions that week. But stuck to my diet. Christmas Day and Boxing Day, I didn't go off diet. I just swapped some food around, and it was very portion controlled. Other than that, I've been 100% since October.
Amazing. Okay, so what would you say to someone who's in the program who's struggling to be 100%, who keeps trying to finish their kids' plates, snack with their kids, have a few beers with the boys on the weekends?
I wouldn't say it's easy. It's a mind game. What's in your head? You got to tell yourself you can do it.
Yeah,
because I was probably my own worst enemy at one stage in my head. Definitely talked myself out of a lot of things. Once I committed to this, and I've had bad days, don't get me wrong. I've had days where I thought, but this is too hard, I'm going to go off, but I haven't. Stuck with it, and I'm really glad for it.
Yeah, the juice is worth the squeeze, as I say. The results, getting here, filming, doing all that stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's also very self-rewarding when you do something that you really don't feel like doing, and you have to fucking fight with yourself in your mind to not have the drink, or not eat the takeaway, pull into your favourite takeaway shop, or get the fucking special at the service station when it's 2 for 1 or whatever.
Oh look, as a family, there's weekly nights where we do takeout, eating my fillet steak and vegetables. And,
good man.
They're having their Maccas, Hungry Jacks, pizzas, and I'm just sitting there. I can smell it all. It was a good smell, but no, didn't touch it. Stuck to the diet 100%.
Okay, so talk to me. What's going on in your mind to be able to do that? Because obviously you've got a phone call with a co-coach every week.
Yeah.
You've got access to the community, see other people's results, podcasts, YouTubes, case studies.
It's all of the above. I watch things of yours every day.
Yeah,
and seeing clients with their stories just made me more motivated.
Yeah.
And seeing my own results made me more motivated. Like I said, I didn't see my start picture and my picture I took yesterday side by side until yesterday. And having seen that, it makes me pumped for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
I got another 3 months and to build the cals.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what I'm going to look like in another 3 months. You know?
Amazing. So, yeah, that's good, dude. So for you, you were resourceful. You watched all the podcasts, you listened to all the audiobooks, you stayed tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You know, Tony Robbins, who's a great success coach who's worked with presidents, tennis players, athletes, like he worked with Conor McGregor to get him back to fighting, back when he got back to fighting 5 years ago. He talks about the concept of total immersion, and that's what you did. You totally immersed yourself.
I immersed myself in it.
You didn't hide from the check-in calls.
No.
You didn't ignore the audio books.
No.
I don't want to listen to that shit. You didn't be like, oh, those podcasts aren't relevant to me.
No, you know what? I really look forward to my check-ins with CJ. He's been such a big help weekly. The process, as hard as it has been, and totally rewarding.
Yeah.
Like, totally worth it.
And the result has to be worth the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Would you say it is?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it again.
So what would you say to someone who's struggling a bit with the adherence, who's losing a mental battle that you managed to win for the last 6 months? What would you say to him?
Push through.
Push through.
Push through. If you can push yourself through, like, you'll be better for it. 100%. Show the top of a person you can be. Like, if you push through those hard times, it's all in the mind. Like, you're stronger than you think. That resonates with me, because I did think there was days where I thought I couldn't do this, and I stuck to it 100%, and I'm here today.
Out of the comfort zone, like you said before.
Out of my comfort zone. Big time out of my comfort zone. Very happy I did it.
Yeah. There's this saying that I try to use where it's stick to the plan, not your mood. It's easier said than done.
Easier said than done. I wish I had a magic potion that could give you the motivation to do it, but it's really up to you.
Yeah.
You've got to want it, and I wanted it. You know, I wanted to be a better person.
It's definitely hard in the moment, like especially if your whole family's eating all this and you've got access to it, and there's so many excuses you can make. Oh, one little thing won't hurt, and you start to say yourself. It's hard in the moment, but the next morning when you wake up and you see another drop, that's worth it
100%.
times 10 in my opinion.
Times 10. Times 10. When I would hate to have faltered one night, get on the scale the next morning, and I've gone up
pay for it.
500 grams or a kilo. So.
And it's one of those things too, when you commit to not breaking, it rolls into momentum.
Yeah.
If you break early, you might go good for 2 weeks, then you break again. It becomes this perpetual cycle. You've really got to just put the blinkers on.
That's it. Blinkers
and
on.
just not cheat once, because it becomes something that you don't. It's momentum that you don't want to break.
This is probably the easiest and hardest thing I've had to do.
Yeah.
Easiest that it's structured. I've just got to follow a plan. Hardest was my mind.
Yeah.
Trying to do that.
Yeah.
Because the mind was going to go first before anything else.
It does.
I pushed through that, and I'm here now.
Yeah. You nailed it. It's simple, but it's not easy.
No.
That's what we say to everybody. It's worth it, man.
100%.
It's well and truly worth it in the
Yeah.
end. Yeah. So with this one, it's more about the range of motion's more about pulling the dumbbells away from each other than bringing them up and back.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was doing.
When you started, it was up and back, which is the mid-back.
Yep.
Now we've done this and you're like, holy shit, my rear delts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the form, man.
Oh, yeah.
The rear delt's probably one of the hardest muscles to, because the trap's massive. The trap is the biggest muscle in the upper body.
Yep.
So it just takes over.
Yep.
It just says, fucking, I'll do this, thank you, I'll recruit. And it's almost about turning the trap off to get that little tiny rear delt to work. But again, if you watch back, you'll be like, oh, there is a fair bit of range of motion there. Think of that distance, bringing dumbbells out. So the reason I'm actually touching his rear delts here is because palpation, which is touch, does help you with mind muscle connection and to activate tricky muscle groups like the rear delt, which is really hard to feel without feeling it, without having somebody with their hands on it.
12.
Yep, beautiful. So that's why I'm touching your shoulders. Look at those rear delts. Now that we know how to activate. On set with the Gold Coast Best, here it is. RAUI Productions, Video and Photo Services. Mate, looking insane. Father of 3, lost 17.5 kilos, just under 6 months. All right, so this got done with rear delts. We made a slight adjustment with your technique, like we just mentioned. Yep. We're gonna finish the workout with some dumbbell shrugs, like a J movement up and back. And we'll probably do some barbell shrugs as well. So we're pretty much finished, man. 17.5 kilos down in just under 6 months. 39-year-old father of 3 who does FIFO work, works in the mines. Incredible rebuild, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate that.
What would you say to anyone watching who's maybe thinking about making a positive change themselves or doing a rebuild with me as a father with inbuilt excuses?
Bite the bullet. You'll invest in yourself. You'll appreciate it.
So, I mean, at this age, did you ever think you'd get in this shape, or do you think that was behind you?
Not at all. I thought it was way behind me. I didn't, like, I posted something in your probably a month ago. First time I've had abs for over a decade. Lifted the shirt up and I'm like, this is crazy. So,
wow.
I thought those days were behind me, 100%. To be in this shape at this age, before I hit 40, that was the goal. So I'm very happy.
You've achieved it, mate.
Achieved it. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Love it.
Yep.